Let's try that again. What is up? It is another episode of Dynasty Pylon here. We are diving into week 12 of this madness. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We have 6 teams and nobody has a bye this week. So it's kind of no excuse. Whether bye weeks, I guess the only excuse you could probably use is probably injuries. Yeah. But other than that, though, we are going to. I should say I'm going to load up another video of the Bleacher Report as we have another one as we always do on Wednesdays here, and we have a live reaction. But once again, I messed up again, as always, without a doubt. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a stream if I didn't mess up, right? I mean, that's just what I do, right? Let me let me see here. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? So I have a quiet. Like, it's not really an announcement, really, but I know we do IDP, or at least I love doing individual defensive players. Like that's my main focus here on the channel. But it's like I can't do it on Tuesday waiver wires, and I have every doubt, or I know what I'm gonna put, what I'm gonna put out there for the waiver wires. The problem is I get home like super freaking late. By the time showtime comes around, I have like maybe about an hour or so. Um, so it's kind of hard to figure all that out. So um, let me add this real quick. Fantasy football. There we go. All right. All right. So yeah, it's been a struggle. So next week, I think what I'll do, um, I've already asked if it's cool with them, and then Brian's like, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. I'll still stream here Tuesday, but the help with Brian. So it's gonna be Bears focused show, but I will still deliver the IDP waiver wires, if that makes sense. But it'll be a Bears focused show. So kind of yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. I know we're gonna hear Brian cry a lot. That's what he does. That's just the way it works out with them. Hang on, let me see, where am I heading? Let's add the Bills on here. Um Bills. Oops. Let me put this over here so I know what I'm staring at. All right. Buffalo Bills, Minnesota. All right. Sorry. Good thing no one's here, right? No one's watching. All right, cool. Oh crap! All right, there you go. Michael, what's up, man? How are you? Um, just adding some quick tags real quick. Um, yeah, so I just did like a small announcement, kind of real quick. It's not so much of a big change. Basically, my Tuesdays have been really slammed, real. They're just busy, man. Like, just I have school on freaking Tuesdays, and then by the time I get home, I can't even put the IDP waiver wire. And I know you don't do individual defense, so it doesn't really pertain to you, but we still talk about football, and you can still come in here and ask questions. So, I asked Brian, hey, since it's basically myself and him, everyone else is like busy with life and whatnot. I'll be streaming their Bears channel on here. So it's a little bit of both worlds, and that'll just be for the rest of the season. Next season, it'll probably change. We'll see how that goes, just because of my school schedule and how the way things are going. Um, I just can't. So it'll be easier doing that way because I still want to put out that information out. Defense is where it matters here on this channel specifically. So, um, the last time you so the last time you streamed, I was at a party. Hey, dude, yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. So I want to do Tuesdays. I did it all last year for the waiver wire. I did it all last year for Tuesdays, for individual defensive players. Um, I'm trying to make individual defensive players a thing in fantasy football. A lot of people are so focused on the offense that they don't know the other side of the ball. They pick their defenses, which is fine. Like that's 90% of what people do. It's totally fine. But I'm trying to brand into individual defense players. Like there are some guys out there that are just like Jordan Reigns. He's like the man of all of it. Like I don't know if he's the founder of it. I don't know, but um, basically him and the fantasy hustler they do it as well, but it's not famous enough. I want to be one of the first ones with them to be like, yeah, we've been doing individual defensive players for a while. I want to be like, yeah, dude, like I'm very familiar with that. I know that next year I may or may not roll out a league, which is just it's defensive players incorporated, like the guillotine league we did. Um, it's already in full effect, and I think there's seven people left. So which is fun. Like I like how they're doing it. And some of them had no clue what defensive players did in that sort of league. I'm like, your tackles count for points, your interceptions count for points, the sacks, and then there's sack yardage, fumble returns, fumble yardage, all that counts, and it they score more than just one whole defense. You know what I mean? So it just changes the whole aspect of it. It's my second year playing. I didn't even know the IDP exactly, and that's the thing. Like that's what I want to try and do here, and that's why I want to try and brand that. So look. YouTube's my main. I know I stream on Twitch. Um, I'm doing it right now on Twitch, and I know it's not really popular there, but I still want to put something out just so I can show them alive. But um, hopefully, people from there can jump over to YouTube and get themselves a jersey when we get to another, where are we at, 45 subs. So yeah, another 55 subs, we're gonna give it out another jersey. So and Michael, you're I'm not saying you're not allowed. You can do it. You can get yourself an away jersey. I mean, hey, or the dark blue Chargers, the old school. So I mean, I'm not gonna cancel anyone out of it. um you know, it's like the more the merrier. Um, Also, I bought another. You bought another jersey? Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So did you buy like a real authentic one? The real authentic ones, yeah. The ones we have are like made, and they're not like authentic, but they're pretty good, right? Like I like them. Like if you like I said, if you go out and about, people aren't gonna realize that wasn't like a real like legit jersey. Like they look good. So what did you get, man? What jersey did you get? Did you get like another Chargers one? All right, so let me add the Detroit Lions. Oops, that's IOT. My gosh. Oh, or OIT, my bad. Um I couldn't tell it was no, so it's like Nike itself didn't actually specifically make that one. Like I know where to go, and the problem is like I can't brand his name out or anything like that, because why, like you I mean that's it's not legitly by them, so it's like, yeah. So yeah, him and his family, like they dish him out. um so they basically, um I have a good business with them, I guess. Like I'm one of their main people that, like, I've already asked them for a couple of them. um and I told him, like, my deal, that I'm gonna continue doing this for every 100 subs up until we get to 1,000, and then once we get to 1,000, I might change it to every 250. Um, because I think during the season we're just gonna grow, and usually these higher streamers, these big name type guys, they normally attract more. So in the meantime, like we're still small, we're still growing, but we're loads of fun. And I think that eventually, when individual defensive players become a thing, um, I hope that we're gonna be, first uh first in line when people look us up, kind of thing. So I mean, we have plans for we have a website kind of going, but again, it was done by Brian. But I have not had time to kind of make any moves over there to help out with that website. So eventually, what I want to do is write on there, put articles, put start sits kind of thing. But again, that depends on what's going on in our lives in the future. So, and Adam Thielen away jersey. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, you're kind of like me, man. I like getting teams from different spots. Um, and then people confuse like, oh, I thought you were a Falcons fan. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm a Falcons fan. It doesn't mean I don't like other players. So I mean, the other day I had a Cardinals jersey on, and then a Cowboys jersey on, and then like I was just running around, and then. But if you look at my key, my lanyard, that's Falcons for sure. So yeah, let me save that. So I got the Bills, the Minnesota Vikings, the Cowboys, the Detroit Lions, Patriots, and then tomorrow, what else we got up in there? New England, Detroit, Cowboys, Vikings, Buffalo, and the Giants. The Giants. There you go. I I keep forgetting to do this. Um, let me add this real quick. All right, so people told me to get a Justin Jefferson, but it was $100 more. Yeah. Well, he's the guy, man. He's the new alpha. Thielen's on his way down, and we actually said this last year on our show. I'm like, I wouldn't surprise if JJ ends up taking over. And sure enough, look what's happening. So after his rookie year, we're like, holy crap, they really so far in the last two seasons, LSU's been spitting out some pretty good wide receivers. Let's see what next year is in store for that crew. Because honestly, LSU, I'm looking right now. If there's gonna be anybody coming out of there like a high prospected guy, it's not gonna be in the first round. Oh wait, never mind. I lied. I lied. There's this one guy. Keyshawn Butte. So a little smaller than the other guys. He's 190 at 6 foot, but he's their main guy right now. Keyshawn Butte. It's Boutte. So I may be saying that wrong, but his first name's Keyshawn. So, um, Thielen's was on sale. Yeah, yeah, he's pretty much on his way out. I love Thielen though. He's one of my favorite. I mean, when you fall in love with the dude and you like him, you kind of get their jersey, because everyone's gonna know that Thielen. Oh yeah, that guy was the man. He was good. Like right now in Arizona, Fitzgerald is still the man. He's no longer like playing. Hasn't really officially retired yet either, but again, uh, still one of the most loved receivers here in Arizona State. So it's like, it is what it is. I feel like he's in that boat. He's in that similar boat. So, um, yeah, very, very much so. Um, so all right. All right. So let me add a few more tags in here. As a football, ice. Man. All right. Let's see. I think I could do that for now. Would add the divisions, but I got time for that. So we'll just leave that for now. Okay. All right. Bro, I'm sorry. I'll be on for next Wednesday. Okay. Well, hey. I mean, okay. Hey, that's fine. I wasn't sure what your timeline was, and you never gave me one. So I was like, I'll just wait a month or so. I don't know. I figured at some point you're gonna say something. Um, I remember on Tuesdays or IDPs where you would give me all the information and I would just type it all out in the Excel sheet. Yeah. I think next week Brian's taking that job. It was just I haven't been able to do the IDP shows, and it sucks. I like because I'm sitting here with the list every week on who I want to get and pick up. I know, um, but I'm in leagues where I'm no longer having issues on defense. So yeah, um, I'm not a fan of soccer, but is that a soccer jersey you have on? Yes, yes, it is. If you haven't, if you don't know, um, I watch soccer every 4 years. And this is the week. I say this is the month. It is the World Cup. So basically Spain beat Costa Rica 7-0 today. It was madness, bro. Madness. Absolutely madness. And then I know like I preach this a lot. I don't watch anything outside of football, right? Like that's just me. Except when it comes to the World Cup. Because that thing is like it takes it takes 4 years 4 years for the entire world to figure out their championships in their states, their countries, their regions, uh, their hemispheres, and then once they figure all that out, the top teams come to the World Cup, and they come in they duke it out. Um, so you watch it only for the World Cup? Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much, man. Like World Cup is where it's at. I'll pay attention like the year of, like slightly before. Like I started watching a little bit earlier this year because I knew that this was going to be the year of the World Cup. After the World Cup, I will probably never watch soccer for another 3 years until the year of, and then it'll happen, and then yeah. But way better than what Germany did. Yeah, oh, no. I mean, 7-0. I mean, come on, they just blew them out of the water. So yeah, again, I I I I I wear Spain, says España here, but it's my roots, man. It's my roots. I go like everyone's like, oh, why aren't you going for USA? Well, because I don't know. I'm not no. I go all the way to my roots. I go to Spain, and I've always been rooting for Spain. And yeah, this is my my kit, right, Mark? Not a jersey. It's a kit. It's what they call them. So nah, man. Club soccer is good too. If all right, if you're talking about that game we went to, the Phoenix Rising in Arizona, I just wish there was more fans that day. It was a good game. Don't get me wrong. It was fun. I just wish that the same hype of that was allowed in the NFL. If the NFL would allow what soccer does, okay, and they have their freaking uh like their own little section of cheering, like just straight like just every score, everything. It's they're always cheering the entire game. And like I feel like NFL kind of needs that, but they won't allow that. So, which sucks. I feel like they do. Who should I start? AJ Brown or Keenan Allen? Okay, let me pull out my schedule and then we'll go from there. Um, when I'm looking at this, I'm going straight out AJ Brown. By the way, did you start AJ Brown last week? Um, I told you about that Christian Watson though. I didn't like it, but I was gonna do it. Um, it took me that game to finally realize that okay, I'm on board with Christian Watson. I needed to see it again. Like maybe it was just the only way he was there, and he was just the targeted guy. Like whatever. Um. So yeah, Germany lost 1-1. Whoa, to Japan. And yes, it is a kid. Yeah. So I paid attention to the last couple of days. I did not watch Germany, so I once the Spain game was done, I stopped watching. So I heard Belgium won too. They beat Canada, right? Um, it's also called soccer. It's called soccer. Yeah, well, the football. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, trust me. You go over to Europe and you tell them that. Go over there and tell them that. Which is stupid because like they argue that it's football there, but then they're like they add American football. I'm like, other regions play it too. Like they have their own European football. Like they have their own football there. Like, see, now I'm getting confused. They have the pigskin game there too. That's in Europe. They also have it in Canada, and I think there's a league down south in South America somewhere. It's not big, but that's football. Yeah, I mean, not or soccer. I feel like if because you could determine it. You're like, oh yeah, it's not football. This is the real football. I'm like, yeah, but you gotta. What am I gonna go if I go to London today? And if I say soccer, they all give me nasty looks, right? But if I go over there and I say football, they're gonna start thinking they're soccer, like they're soccer football, right? But then what I'm gonna like, all right, well, do you have any like American football here? Like they have it, the European stuff. They have their own leagues. Like what so you can't say American football. You get like I don't know. It's an argument that'll never end. Kind of like iPhones versus freaking Samsung Galaxies. Like it's just the never ending battle. Um or Xbox and PlayStation. Like just forget it. I know. I'm out. I posted something on Discord for the Bears fans. All right, sweet. Let me see if I can pull it up. And is it safe for the stream? I'm not getting in trouble, right? I'll look at it first. By the way, Derpy, how are you, dude? Did you change your name? That was you last night. We were talking, or I was talking to you yesterday, right? You caught me in like the most distracted moment. I remember your question. It was Gerald Everett, and I'm like, yeah, you play him if he's good. Um, yeah, it was okay. Yeah. Oh, it's a YouTube video. Okay. Um, where are you at? Let's see. Nerd Huddle. NFL news. Okay. Oh yeah, the Saturday Night Live. Yeah. I don't know if I can get in trouble for that. It's 7 minutes. Everyone knows this video though. Yeah, every like this video is very, very nostalgic. Mark, you probably know this. This is the where Chris the SNL stuff. Yeah, yeah. Um, they're basically all dressed as Mike Ditka and the Bears. Yeah, like all right, you guys. All right, hold on. All right, now that you showed me this, I'm gonna go back. It's in the NFL news. Okay, all right, yeah, I found it. Sorry, man. I did start AJ Brown and Christian Watson. Good, 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 good. Um, Death Row football tomorrow, dude. 6 games tomorrow, and you know what? It's no bye week. So, like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm like, there shouldn't be an excuse for people who, oh yeah, I got a bye weeks. No, 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 no. Uh, Injuries is gonna be your only excuse tomorrow. That's about it. That's about it. So, yeah, it was SNL. I don't know if you want to if you can show. I can show it, but I'm not gonna play the whole thing. That thing's like 7 minutes. I know it's funny, and everyone knows what I'm talking about. But let me. So Derpy, you won. That's good, man. That's good. So Derpy sent me. Where you at? Where you at, bro? All right. He sent me the old SNL. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if you haven't seen this, it's pretty funny. I'm not gonna show the whole thing, but Chris Farley? Is that his name? Is that his name? Is that his name? Am I really forgetting his name? I'm forgetting it. I know his name's Chris. I'm legitly losing memory on a legends here. Yeah, Chris Farley. I was right. Okay. Self-doubt. Whatever. Yeah, Chris Farley. So it's pretty funny. But see if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I got it. Yeah, Bears, yeah. Starts choking. I'm like, all right. Gets it out. Gets it out. All right. But yeah. It's you know what's funny? It's like I'm surprised. I'm surprised Brian didn't show it yesterday. It would have been perfect, especially for a show. So, Roger Stewart and Keenan Allen. Okay, let me pull up my schedule real quick. We'll get into the questions and whatnot. The schedule, just so I can have them all up. All right, so I know Ramondre Stevenson's going against the freaking Vikings. I almost want to just say freaking Ramondre Stevenson only because of that piss poor performance that the freaking Vikings did. As a matter of fact, the Vikings is the reasons why I lost. All right, last week I went 6-2. All right, I won 6 of my leagues and 2 of them, but my dynasty league is so important to me that when I lose in that one, I feel like the whole rest of the freaking week goes to crap. I don't know. It's just the way I feel. Like I dynasty, it's like you build and you build and you build, and then to get smacked around three weeks in a row by stupid mistakes, and then the Vikings can't even freaking defend against the running backs in Dallas. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, thanks. All right, so Keenan Allen's got the Chargers, or the Chargers against Arizona. They're also banged up. They are also banged up. I'll finish this rant, but let me just answer. I think what I'm gonna do is just let the fellas know that it's their morning. Oh yeah, I'll let them. You know, they're so bad. They're so bad at Discord, dude. It irritates me. It really is. Like, so we have a Facebook chat. I don't even know if they're in here now, and if they are, I don't care. Look, it's just the way it is. Like, you guys go to the Discord and you guys can ask us questions, right? I'm in there and I see you guys' questions, and I know, and I it's cool. But watch next week though. Next week they're all gonna tune in when we're starting to air freaking Hard Knocks. I figured it a way out. By the way, after you left, Derpy, I figured it out. I figured out a way so it's not as laggy and it's actually pretty good. So we're going to watch Hard Knocks on Discord. Guys, if you're not in Discord, or if you're in here and you're new to the channel and you're just hanging out, just watching me ramble on about the damn Vikings defense here in a bit. Look, it's like Discord. I like to have watch parties, and I know if the time isn't allotted for people, and I get it, we're all busy. Derpy, I'm sorry, I just couldn't watch A Christmas Story with you, man. It was just homework after homework after homework, and then I had a show, and I was like, no, dude, like I can't. And I don't think any of the other guys can. Like Tank is dealing with Luke the entire time. He couldn't even make yesterday's stream. Brian's busy with his life, so like his stream was only like 30 minutes yesterday. Usually he goes an hour. Mark and Braden, they're in another state. They're still situating themselves. So it was just, and I felt bad. I really did. And I was like, yeah, dude, it's just sometimes you gotta give us like a couple of weeks in advance. And it's just, then we'll somehow plan for this, because we, believe it or not, we have like our own schedule. This is why we don't all go at the same time, and this, we're all like, because we all share one account that we kind of like help each other out for the software that we use for our shows. So it's like, this is why you hardly ever see us stream at the same time on different things, because if you look right now, it's probably on my Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Sometimes if we are doing 2 shows at once, it's going to be the YouTube, this Facebook, and then another YouTube, but not on Twitch. Like Twitch is just not big on the podcast or just talking, but we put it out there just so people can know, and then they can come over to the YouTube and we can figure out things from there. So I keep BTS on Facebook group, but we do need to post news and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know. We look, there's just a lot going on, and our team is crumbling. Like, it's just like we're all busy. We all got crap going on. College has got me by the, it's just like, it's like, and you didn't even draft all day, and you gave us anxiety all damn day. So, he like, I'm sorry, but because of you, Tank, we're going from a single draft day to 2-day drafts because you did it 3 weeks in a row. We're all waiting for you because you suck and your first waivers and we're waiting on you. And your excuse of, oh yeah, hurry up and wait. No, yeah, we did hurry up and wait. So, um, yeah, so he sent that to you guys on the NFL news. I kind of played a little bit of it, but I just didn't want to play the whole thing. If you can't send it to them on Facebook, say Derby recommends. I hope you have wonderful and Thanksgiving. No, yeah, same to you, man. Same to you. Yeah, between moving, homework, and almost and yeah, there is. I'm still searching for like that third guy. So, be right back. All right, man. I'll still be here. So yeah. Um, Tank, you look in Discord before special and NFL news bears fan. Okay. You did it 3 weeks. You did it 3 weeks in a row. Just look, man. That's 3 weeks in a row. You were late. You waited till like the end of the day. The very first week, Brian cried and he had to put a waiver in. So I was like, all right, that's week one, whatever. Last week you did it again. You waited all damn day, and then today I was like, new rule. This is congratulations, Tank. It's a new rule. It's the Tank rule. Wednesdays we guarantee a show on Dynasty Pylon every Wednesday, right? If I go live and the first person hasn't drafted yet, start drafting. Start drafting, bro. It's just like the NFL. You run out of time, next team up, bro. Do it. It's happening. And we'll call it the Tank rule. Congratulations, buddy. Today was a shit day. I haven't been in since 7, but it's all good though. But what made no sense, and the reason is, you made a guillotine move. So at that point, I was like, why not switch over, make your draft pick? You're done, right? You're done. The reason I only have it on Wednesdays is because I feel like we're so focused on our other leagues. Like, some people only have one league. I get it. That's fine. But us as fantasy football degenerates, like, we have multiple leagues and we're doing this all the time. I wanted to give us the focus on all our other leagues and make our waiver picks for that night. So when they go in, we'll be good. And that's why we'll just focus Wednesday draft, and there it is. Like, we just focus on that because all our waivers already went through, right? So we don't have to stress out about that. But now I'm just gonna have it both days. Takes you 2 days. 2 days, Tank. If you don't make a pick in 2 days, the next person's up. I'm telling you, buddy. It's no. Yeah. It's Turkey Day tomorrow for sure. I'm taking. Well, all right. Thanks. You could have just left it. I'll be right back and be all right. You could have just said, I'll be right back. It would be okay. So yeah, it's a fair rule. I think it is, man. And plus, next year we're opening it up to viewers. So just in case it gets a little hectic next year, I think we'll just do the 2-day rule. Like, 48 hours to make a draft. Well, it's gonna be less than 48, but you get the whole 24 the first day, and then the second day. By the time Dynasty Pylon gets on, people are gonna start making picks, and then I can show it live while they do it, if it gets that hectic. So we'll see. We'll go from there. All right. So that was 35 minutes of just hanging out, rambling on. And I hate the freaking damn Vikings freaking defense because they suck. Look, that was horrible. That was horrible. That was absolutely trash. Like, how do you let both running backs just run all over you? Tony Pollard smashed me on two freaking weeks. Absolutely crushed it. Mark had both of them because he has a freaking boner for freaking Tony Pollard. So yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous. And then he ruined my Monday by saying a good thing I didn't start Kyler Murray on his Monday league. I'm like, all right, thanks, buddy. Mark, I love you, but I also hate you at the same time when I lose to you. So, biggest rival of all time. This guy. You look so weird, dude. You look so weird in that picture, man. You need to update it. Look, you're gonna use this as your picture. You cut your beard. If you're gonna keep your beard, update this picture. Nobody knows who that is. Nobody knows who that is. Look at this. Look at this baby face. Who is that? Who is that? Cut your beard or update your picture. Nobody knows who that is, bro. No, yeah, well, update it, man. This update it. This isn't an Arizona license ID where you keep the same one for 50 years. No. Update it. Get out of here, man. Look at that. All right, so tomorrow, obviously we have the madness of the trio. We got freaking Buffalo Bills taking on Detroit Lions, and New York Giants going into Dallas, and the New England Patriots going against Minnesota Vikings. So, again, I'm putting Ramondre Stevenson and also Harris. It looks like I was right from the beginning of the season. Ramondre is going to be the man. Ramondre is going to be the man. And I'm putting him against Vikings. I don't think they could do it again. Like I don't know if they scheme differently, but they got ran over last week, so I'm gonna do it again. That was pathetic. That was the worst football game I've ever witnessed. And what's sad is even Dallas, the network in Dallas themselves, told the NFL told Dallas to stop airing the game because it was so sad. That's how bad it got. To legitly tell its stadium, hey, we're gonna switch the game to what was it? Steelers? I can't remember. But they legitly just aired another team. It was such an embarrassment. If every Vikings fan in there went home crying. Okay. And I've been there before, stupid kicker. Well, Mark, what was it? Week 3 or something like this. God damn kicker, freaking Amendola. Never forget that day. That was a good game, and he lost it. And you're gonna go get dessert. And I'm getting my charger. And it said be right back, but I never left. Okay, so here's what Michael's doing tonight. He's gonna go get himself some dessert. And he's going to charge his phone in the bathroom. And he's going to probably prop it up. While he's eating his dessert, he's going to be... you be taking a shower, dude. Yeah, there you go. There it is. That's the one. You were taking... Oh, my gosh. All right, so the shower's done. Okay, the shower's done. But now you're getting dessert and you're gonna charge your phone. Oh my gosh, right? Yeah, okay, Mike. Yeah, you're an interesting dude. And welcome. You're a good guy. I like you coming in here every week, man, or every day that we stream. Yeah, like week 4 or 5. The Cardinals should have won that game. The Cardinals would be, had they won that game, the Eagles wouldn't be this high prospected god that they are now. And the Cardinals would have been like, okay, maybe we have something different here. I bet you that game right there could have been the pendulum swing for them to actually think that they were actually good. And probably their morale would have been a lot higher and probably beat somebody the next few games. I mean, they've been doing horrible. So I've been blessed with some pretty good games. That Raiders Colts game was pretty good. It was really good. My phone is waterproof. Your phone is waterproof? I mean, okay. You enjoy your dessert, buddy. You enjoy your dessert. Hope it's not tomorrow's dessert. Don't be touching that pumpkin or any of the pie for tomorrow. Apple or pumpkin or sweet potato, whatever you guys are. If you guys don't even do potato pie or whatever. All right, so I'm starting every single pass catcher, and as a matter of fact, I'm actually considering Dawson Knox might be actually get himself out of this weird thing. I think he might go off tomorrow. I think that Detroit's going to just allow every single one of them to get it. I like this. We've been seeing Buffalo have this weird slump right now. They're not as good, and a lot of it has to do with Josh Allen being injured or whatnot. But yeah, I'm if you have a Buffalo Bill, you're putting them in common sensely because I don't think you're maybe Singletary. I don't know. If you're hurting at running back, yeah, I don't see why not. But yeah, Diggs, Davis, Knox, obviously Josh Allen. You're throwing them all in there. I don't care who you are. The only thing here is out of the Detroit guys, like I'm putting every single IDP guy if you have them. But I'm oh my gosh. All right, dude. All right, man. Um in the shower. All right, that's a new one, bro. All right. I'm just putting Jamal Williams offensively. I think that's the only guy I'm throwing in. I want on St. Brown maybe if you need it. But again, I'm not like I don't feel comfortable with it. Jordan Poyer just got back, and that was his first game back, so he's just. I think he's not Jeremy Chin obviously because Jeremy Chin came back last week from his injury and just had an amazing game and yeah. So yeah, there's that. But I'm okay with defensive IDP guys in there for Detroit, and also why not? I think Matt Milano should be in your lineup too if you have him. I'm too tired. You're too tired. All right. Well, hey. Well, I mean, just don't electrocute yourself, bud. I know you're plugging it into your charger. I know it's probably not like the same. Like I don't know how much voltage can do that, but I don't think anything would happen. But just be careful. All right. So as for the New York Giants and Dallas Cowboys tomorrow, look, I think that's going to be a shootout. I think that outside of the look, Giants don't have no pass catchers. They have Darius Slayton. That's about it. But the thing is, that's pretty much it. So I think what's gonna happen tomorrow with these two teams, they're both 7-3. They're gonna fight it all out. Rumor is the winner of this one gets OBJ. Don't quote me on that, but I mean that's just from what I'm hearing. The joke that's going around. Because they'll be ahead in the division. And they would, if the Giants had OBJ, it'd probably be a lot better for them. But here's what I think is going to happen: if the Giants, and only if the Giants actually have, all right, but just rewind if you need to. If the Giants get ahead, I think it would be smarter of them to run it. Now I know that's going to be a lot on Saquon, but they also have Matt Breida. So if they get ahead, Matt Breida might be a key factor in here if they're ahead. If they're not ahead, I think they're going to go to the air and obviously try and play catch up. But I think that's how what's going to happen with these two guys or these two teams. Dallas, obviously, Michael Parsons said he's good to go. It's questionable, but they actually said he's good to go. So he's going to be a brutal force there. He's going to give Daniel Jones some hell, but I'm okay with putting Slayton in. If there's no other option, I'm not exactly like must start, but if he's there, you got to throw him in, like because but there's no bye weeks, so again, if you're outside of injury, I don't think you like it's gonna be like are you hurting that receiver that bad to the fact that you don't have anybody else in there, so all right. So let's see, and then let's see. The Giants out of Cowboys side, I'm starting both running backs. Why not? CeeDee Lamb, yeah. Gallup, I guess. Like if you have them. Schultz, yeah. Thomas, what's up, Thomas? Just wanted to. How are you doing? Did you just want to say your name? Hello, Thomas. um, but yeah. So but again, 49ers. What about them? What about them? They got the Saints. So, I really gotta stop saying that. All right, so New England and Minnesota. I'm not putting Mac Jones in. I'm not putting Mac Jones in. I'm not putting I'm putting Ramondre Stevenson in here. I'm putting Jacoby Myers. Um, Jefferson, Thielen, yeah, you got to Cook, yeah. Cousins, look, I would expect them to bounce back because the last week's performance of Cousins was just. I'm not saying it was his fault. I'm not saying it was his fault. The fantasy numbers weren't there, so people probably looked at it like, oh, he sucks. I'm like, yeah, but the dude couldn't even run like 5 yards before Michael Parsons was all up in his face. So yeah, how about my boy Kadarius Toney? He's injured. And you think 49ers are going to win? Yeah. I think so too. Saints are 4-7. San Francisco, they have every key piece of weapon that they have at Jimmy G's disposal. If Christian McCaffrey's not out there, then guess what? Roll out Elijah Mitchell. He's also a threat. There's no threat behind the run game. Or there's a threat behind the run game, no matter what. All right, you taking dinner? All right, well, I got another one. Debo Samuel. All right, well, that's fine. I got Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk is doing actually really well this season. So I mean, he's like kind of that key ninja that everyone's kind of like not really paying attention to. So I mean, if he's there, I mean, you're putting Chris Olave in there, obviously, and I'm not putting Dalton in that dude. I'm not taking last week as a high win for Dalton. Like that's not gonna happen again. But yeah, so out of Minnesota, like I guess it's a Cook, Cousins. I think he's okay. Again, he's gonna be that average. I'm not gonna put last year's or last week's craziness behind it. Here's who I'm really excited for is Hawkinson. Hawkinson should do good tomorrow. Patriots just don't defend tight ends for some reason. So yeah. We'll see how that goes. Gino or Herbert to start. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with Herbert because, and I don't even know who. They're the Raiders. Gino's playing the Raiders. I'm still gonna go Herbert. He's getting Allen back. I know Williams is still banged up. I don't think he's gonna play. Damian Carter and Josh Palmer, and if Everett is playing, that's even gonna help him a lot more. Like Herbert's. I'm not saying he's like the greatest, but he's really good. And then Gino actually surprises too, and he's actually doing pretty good too. But I'm still leaning Justin Herbert here. It might not be that far because it is the Raiders, and maybe he just pops off. But I'm still leaning Herbert. Only because the Cardinals season is basically done. Sad to say. Are they still gonna play? Yeah, they're probably still gonna play hard, and that's just what they do. Because they can maybe get a wild card. I don't even know if they can they? I think they still can if someone else in the other leagues in the NFC are just having a crap season. But they needed that win last week and they didn't get it. So, but they're still gonna fight because again, there's that small chance where three teams of the same division actually sneaks in for the wild card. So, I'll have to look on that, but don't hold me against that because I'll have to look exactly. Because I know teams have done it, and plus the brackets are different. So, other than that, yeah. So we'll see. Yeah. So other than those three games, I think we're gonna be. It's gonna be a really fun day tomorrow. I'm excited for Josh Allen. I'm excited for Dallas Cowboys. Mike Parsons. I just love watching that dude just kind of like just disrupt quarterbacks' day for everything. Asking for a friend. Okay, pick 2. Walker, sorry. Walker, Pollard, or Barkley. I think I'm gonna go with Barkley and Pollard. Walker's actually pretty good, decent too. And it is against the Raiders. All right. Pollard's number 1. I think I'm just gonna go Pollard and Barkley. I don't imagine like Barkley not good. He'll probably get you double digits. That's just I think. I thought I heard a frog ribbit, but it was just Herbert. You come in here and you ask me this, you tell me this, but you don't care about your fantasy football team. But yet, when it comes to Sunday, you know what's weird is this is the time to ask me anything about your lineup, but yet you wait till Sunday to ask me. This is just a true story. You come in here and you tell me this, but you don't ask me jack, and then it's irritating because I'm watching the game already halfway through Sunday. You're like, I don't have a kicker. What do I need to do? Well, it's already over, so you get what's the scraps that's left on the ground. That's what's happening. So this is why, and then on top of that, you're asking on a freaking app that I hate. So I hate opening it. I hate looking at it. It's the worst app ever. And I'm sorry, Mark, but I understand why we're doing it because it's too easy. I just hate the app, man. Because everyone looks good and the app tells me that the person in line is inactive. Yeah, but they should have already been telling you this all week. There should already be Qs there. Q is for questionable, inactives or IRs. You just get rid of those guys in redraft. Last minute. So then I ask you, well, no, you should already start thinking about this before. You don't wait till last minute. That's the wrong answer. You need to do it before. You need to figure out and establish a backup plan way before it happens. Because what's going to happen, your opponent or something, and I know we're not playing in a hard league, I get it. But in other leagues, I have done this to other people. I look at who they're struggling on, and sometimes if I have a space or someone I don't want anymore, I will purposely go get the best available option so they don't get them. I block them so they don't get them. I do that all the time. I don't wait last minute. Last minute is the wrong answer. I'm sorry. It's just not. Just not. I was just thinking about that today. You asked me like last minute. You do this every single week, but you never come in here and ask me. The time to ask me for something is now, and you don't. And you don't. So, and then you're like, oh, why are you irritated? I'm like, well, because I've been doing this all week. I had a show Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes Friday, but never you asked me during that time. So, I know this is going to be weird, but of all the games, I know it's going to Sunday. I'm actually really excited. Like, I'm not excited, but I'm interested on how this game's going to play out. Is the atrocious Denver Broncos and the atrocious Carolina Panthers. I don't know what's going to happen. It could be really good or really bad. I'm thinking it's really bad, but again, none of those teams are doing anything great, and nothing on those teams look nice. There are some key pieces, but I just don't think that anything great is going to happen out of that game. So I'm kind of interested in what they're going to do. Like last year, we saw for 4 weeks straight, DJ Moore was amazing with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's back, guys. Does DJ Moore actually do better this week? Do they actually win and just make Denver look like little ponies. I think what's gonna happen is if that happens, DJ Moore might be in people's lineups next week. Could be a good stash if he's there. Legit question. How much longer will Palmer be fantasy relevant? Because I thought he was done last week. I was wrong. Well, I don't think he's gonna be. He was always fantasy relevant, even when freaking what's his face was there, and when Allen was there. Let's look at let's go back to Palmer. Diami Carter is their kick returner, so it's kind of nice. All right, so when did Keenan Allen leave? I've always felt that everyone started thinking about Palmer after Keenan Allen's injury, but I always believed that Palmer was always relevant. All right, so Keenan Allen played week 1. I'll even show you guys. That way you know what I'm looking at. Here we go. We'll compare the two. There we are. All right. Keenan Allen played 1, 7, and 11, right? 7, they thought he was okay. It turns out he was still banged up. So let's go back to 1, 7, 11 on Palmer. 1, nothing. 7, nothing. And 11, well, that was the most Keenan Allen has played. I think you still keep him, though. Just because he's on a really good offense. Justin Herbert's a really good quarterback. I still believe that if Keenan Allen's going to come back, because Mike Williams is gone now. Like, he's not going to play this week. I don't think he will. And if he is, well, he's not going to be very productive. So, long as one of those guys are injured, I'm still going to roll out with these guys. Like, I'm still going to roll with Palmer. I think you're safe till the rest of the season. Because who else are you going to get? Everyone's gone. Everyone's gone. Well, you can go back to get Elijah Moore. That's another guy who might actually, like, here's stashes that I'm looking at. Elijah Moore, because freaking Magic Mike is coming back this week, right? DJ Moore might actually be okay because Sam Darnold's coming back. Who's another guy I was thinking about that might actually be fantasy relevant because of offensive changes?
Answer my question, damn it.
What question? What question? You come in here and you ask, what question? You never do.
That's like at least 3 questions. You answered not one.
What question? What question?
Right here. Or what about this?
Have you looked at the chat? None of the Facebook ones are coming up.
Oh, it's your fault. It's all you.
Oh, look. You look. Look at the comments. Not a single Facebook one is in here. Who uses Facebook, first of all?
I wasn't at home.
Who uses Facebook?
Still working
on a live stream.
Some people have to work. Sorry.
You go to YouTube for streams. You go to Twitch for streams. Facebook. All right, what are your stupid questions?
Miles Sanders or Aaron Jones?
That is a tough one. I really thought Miles Sanders was going to be used a lot last week. I don't know. Are they going back to this weird thing of last week? I don't know what they're doing.
That last year crap when you don't know whoever's going to be a running back. You don't know.
Yeah, they've been doing it the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
I don't like it. He was hot fire at the beginning. I'm like, finally, they're using their running back. What they know he's the safest answer is freaking
Aaron Jones. It has to be, right? Because
yeah, I'm gonna get out of this page. I gotta get my real schedule. The safest one is Aaron Jones because AJ Dillon is just not a thing for some reason, which is probably. By the way, Tank, you're in here. I'm telling you this now because I was very upset that we didn't do my favorite episode in the season. We didn't do the therapy episode. We didn't.
We need to do that.
No, he did. No, he's like, oh yeah, I want to talk about the divisions and the divisions and the divisions. And we kept doing more divisions and more divisions and more more divisions. And then we never did the therapy episode. By the time we were done with freaking the divisions, I've already coped. I didn't need no therapy anymore.
I still need therapy because every week it's like, come on.
That's because, look, why don't you just do what I do and just like watch all 32 teams, except that you're taking a loss. I'm still shocked that the Falcons are better than the Cardinals right now.
I don't even understand it right now. The Falcons could make the playoffs.
I don't know.
You know, after watching that offense last week, I mean, they're terrible offense and defense, and they're going to probably make the playoffs. Most likely, going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, but Tank, no, literally, when the season's over, the very first thing we're doing is the therapy one. I don't care, and if I will do another episode after if we start doing divisions first.
We can just take over. Don't worry about it.
We already have.
We'll just say forget it. Forget everybody else.
He's over there popping babies. Mark's moving all over the country. Oh no, the man's gunning for my job. Well, hey, look. You
snooze, you lose.
He's like LeBron stealing Lily's job at freaking AT&T right now, right?
Oh man, that's funny.
Look, where's my schedule? All right. So you said I really want Sanders. I have Sanders starting in my lineup, but that's also because I don't have Aaron Jones. Yeah, that's yeah. You know, that's what happens. And then Fredo promised he was gonna work or he's gonna do more shows, but then
all of a sudden no,
still bails. Oh, I'm working nights, so I'll be able to do more episodes. Because would have been his breakfast like early before job? Yeah.
Yep.
Get out of here, man. I don't sugarcoat things. I keep it real. And it still hasn't gone wrong.
Goes wrong.
And it hasn't gone wrong yet. I'll run for the job next. First of all, girl, you need to start watching some football.
Hey, Sandy's the most interesting person on here. Just
don't.
Hey, you know what it is. You know, those episodes you had with Sandy were amazing.
Okay.
Just then she just stopped doing stuff.
Here's the reason. I stopped doing those is because she started working more Saturdays. After week 3 or 4 or 5 came around, it was already 3 weeks of her getting called for those weekends, or we were busy. We had some plans during those weekends. We were never doing it for Friday or not. So by the time we came back, the same excuses of, well, it's a lion eating cheese was getting old. You can't be using the lion will eat the cheese or a giant will smack an eagle excuse every week.
That's when you go colors. I don't know if you watched the old.
But she wasn't like broadening her answers. It was like, all right, here we go.
If you watch the old Did We Become Best Friend podcast with Fredo and Tank, that's what Fredo used to do. He used to look at colors, and that's the team he chose.
Yes, that is very true. I caught the end of that. He picked the Rams for another team. I'm like, this man did not just say that.
Say it would match my outfit.
This man did not just say because the Rams cut like, wow. Guess who's back? All right. Did you finish your dessert? I hope you did, man.
It was in the shower.
And I hope none of those crumbs ended up in your bathtub. This dude took a shower while eating dessert, plugging his phone. You're the most interesting person. I want to say interesting man because I would say most interesting chat individual that I've had
easily.
And I like you, Michael. I really do. And that's because you also have a jersey and Brian doesn't.
That's never going to happen either. Even though Tank is doing his best job to give me everything I need on his guillotine league. He's doing his best job. He's trying to give me everyone.
Is Tank tanking?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, so
hold on. Is that real? I don't like that. I don't like that. No way.
He didn't put any request in at all. He was second. None.
Mark did too. There better not be no collusion in here. There better not be no damn collusion. Oh, I saw all the moves you made already. I'm like, this dude already won. And then Anthony goes, "Oh yeah, because he has Aaron Donald." I'm like, has nothing to do with Aaron Donald, dude. The fact that you got so many moves.
They allowed me to do like 8 moves. I was like, so no one is paying attention? Okay.
Brian for president.
Thank you, Sandy. That's why you're my favorite.
Get out of here. Get out of here. No, I don't. No, she's no, she's mean and makes up lies that I have the whole house green. No,
lies. What are you talking about? You be walking around your living room, still have the backdrop. I don't know what you're talking about. Lies.
This is it. This is it. All right. Alfredo did that too. He said Titan was gonna win because of the colors. See, that's.
I tell you, Fred, that's what Fredo was doing, man. I remember watching those episodes. Like, what the hell is going on?
All right. Well, look, I talked about tomorrow's game a little bit. I'm taking Buffalo. I'm taking Dallas. I'm taking. I'm gonna flip a coin on that game.
Yeah.
Because if the Minnesota Vikings cannot show up again, if the Vikings start picking fans to play defense again like they did last week,
no, dude, it was so embarrassing.
They
had so much talent. Justin Jefferson with 3 points.
Yeah, Jefferson? The defense of Dallas was just stopping them, and I didn't understand. Like, it was like even the NFL asked them to take the game off air. That's how bad it was. So, who's your favorite football player of all time? All time. Oh, okay. All time. Now,
he didn't say best, but favorite.
He said favorite. Now let's. All right. I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you. So I really liked Eddie George. Growing up, I watched Eddie George just demolished huge running backs or huge freaking linebackers, bro. Like
and then Ray Lewis ended his career.
Hold on. No, he was one of the only running backs that made Ray Lewis look silly.
Until Ray Lewis came back. Ray Lewis literally ended Eddie George's career. Like the thing he did, he hit him so hard. Eddie George didn't want to. He didn't want to.
But that was when he was on Dallas, wasn't it?
No, it was his last year. His last year on the Titans.
Yeah. So I liked Eddie George.
But I love now Ohio State. So I did.
But my favorite player to watch of all time, okay, as a football player, was Michael Vick. And I don't care what anybody says. The dude was electrifying on the field. He made incredible plays that a lot of other quarterbacks in that time, the closest quarterback to him was Donovan McNabb. Even Donovan McNabb wasn't even that fast.
Hey,
but that was the closest. I overheard him saying that the car interior is the next. Wow.
It's happening in the car too.
You're really trying to get banned.
It's happening in the car.
You're really trying to get banned. She's trying to like have like me as Frank, what's his face? The dude has all the green screens everywhere. But I don't know, man. Like LaDainian Tomlinson was also one of my favorites too. Like it's like I had like LaDainian Tomlinson is those three, man. It was a very difficult choice. LaDainian was a special dude. Like that, I don't know. I would probably put Michael Vick over him.
My favorite is probably another LT. Lawrence Taylor is my favorite football player.
He was cool.
Yeah, like that's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no one like him. He was so dominant. People were afraid of him. I used to love seeing that. Afraid of somebody?
Yeah.
That's what I like.
And you know, it's just the way he played, man, he was everywhere. So I do
favorite,
like
I gotta say, Michael Irvin was probably my second favorite of all time.
He was fun to watch.
I love Michael Irvin. See, because once again, a big dude who just did things, and he
did whatever he wanted.
I'm bigger, I'm badder, I'm tougher than you.
He didn't care.
I'm gonna go out Saturday night. I'm coming in Sunday, and I'm putting 50.
And during that time, the era was different. So it was like what they call World Wrestling Federation back in the day. It was
WWF?
Attitude Series. Attitude Series. Yep. That's how I feel like back then in the 90s was the Attitude era. It just nobody cared. Don't ask what Lawrence Taylor did off the field. Look, hey, that's the same
thing with Michael Irvin.
Hey, look, same thing off the field. You know, people give me crap about Michael Vick. I'm like, look, man, you asked me about football talent. That's what I tell you. Now, I'm not. You didn't ask me about his as a human.
Yeah.
All right.
He's not a role model.
They're all bettering themselves now, but I mean, it comes to a point. It's like, what the hell? What's this? Gus Edwards was limited in practice today. All right. Okay.
That surprised me.
All right. So come to the end of the show. Any questions at all?
Ooh. Sandy, what about Marshawn?
Marshawn Lynch was fun.
Marshawn Lynch is great.
That guy I liked him off the field.
Even on the field.
On the field, yes, but I feel like Michael was still more in my viewing of the game. Michael Vick still did some more amazing plays than Marshawn. And Marshawn was great. Don't get me wrong, but if I were to pick between the two, I'd pick Michael all day.
You're an Atlanta fan. As an Atlanta fan,
hold on. Stop.
It will shape you how you do because he's so amazing.
I said stop. The reason I became an Atlanta Falcon fan is because of him alone.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the Dirty Bird, I mean, he was amazing. Michael Vick in Atlanta was unstoppable. Only person could stop him was himself when he decided to stop.
Yes, that's not. I'm sorry I had to stop you because I felt like you were gonna put some. Oh yeah, because you were a Falcons fan.
No, I'm with you.
I was
a fan of him of the team, and he was my quarterback. Dude, I would have been in love. Like seriously, there was no one to come back and get that.
I didn't have the love for NFL as much until he stepped onto the field. I started playing football in high school. Okay. And I joined the eighth grade year summer. I didn't really play it. I didn't really know much about it, but I played it. Why? Because growing up was hard, and I felt like, oh, I can hit somebody for free. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. So that's why I played it, and turns and then semi-pro, and it was still the same reason why I still play. Like I get somebody for free, and I can't get in trouble for it. So that was the only reason. And oh my gosh, yes. If you guys haven't seen that commercial, type that exact stuff on YouTube. It is the greatest commercial.
It can't exist. It's too fast.
Yeah, Michael Irvin was
the longest yard. Yeah, he was in. But he was that bad. Michael Irvin was amazing. Those Cowboys were amazing.
Yes. Is there Nike slapped all up on that? Oh, there is on that commercial, huh?
Yep.
I can't play that.
They would immediately.
Yeah. Hey, guys, after the show, because we're about to watch Gridiron Heights. You don't want to miss that.
Didn't miss it.
No. I play that at the end of the episode before I log off. So, but at the end of we watch Gridiron Heights. After the show, type in this onto YouTube. If you don't know who Michael Vick is, because you didn't watch him or anything. The dude was so crazy good with he was the first running quarterback. Lamar, not a thing.
Wasn't the first. He was
not the first. I'm telling
Randall
you,
Cunningham was
he was the first.
He was
the first. But the problem is
Michael Vick was the fastest I've ever.
Yes,
literally, I believe he could run a fly 40 in under 4 seconds.
And had an arm.
40 and under. He was right-handed and threw the ball left-handed.
Yeah,
he's right-handed and threw it 70 yards down the field with a flick. Amazing. Love that. That's good. Yeah, I realized I had Atlanta jersey on too.
And we got the Browns background.
Hey, Neon Deion though. Come on.
And then I got a Spain kit on. We're all over the place right now.
Man. World Cup.
Yeah, nobody said anything about a background, so I was like, all right, we'll just leave it at Browns. Wanted to ask that, yeah. So yeah, that's exactly what it is. I usually pull it out on like occasionally if someone asks or something, or maybe on a week that we win. It's just been hanging there. I haven't really pulled it out at all. So
you could have said that it was every time that they win because they win it so much right now. It doesn't even matter.
I know, but it's like that was the other guy. So I'm looking at Elijah Moore, who if he might have a bounce back with Magic Mike. Okay, Michael Carter could be another dude. I'm also looking at DJ Moore now that Sam Darnold's back. And Drake London might actually have a bounce back because the schedule gets easier. So it's just things like if you want to stash them, you could put them on your rosters. But again, we're getting so close to the end that if you want to bank on that, it's gonna be a risk. You know what I mean? So it's just something you want to look at. Last week was horrible. Yeah. So that would be if I could get all 32 teams, I will do that. If I could get all 32 teams, I will do the Kirk Cousins thing. This is my first one.
That would be so good.
Next year, I'm gonna start like I'll start doing that, Michael. I'll do that just for you. I'm gonna see this off season. We still have shows during the off season, Michael. You'll see us all year, man. I don't stop. I'll get more.
I'm gonna send you a Chicago one. I just want to be up there. I was gonna send you one.
if the Falcons beat Chicago, I'll throw it on. I'll keep adding every year. It's probably only gonna have like 8 a years until like the next couple of seasons, but we'll see. All right, but let's get into the show. All right. Again, those were my guys that I kind of talked about. All right, so today's title is the MVP race Top Gun edition. So if you haven't seen Gridiron Heights, we watch it every Wednesday. We have a live reaction to it every freaking week. And also once a year they have the MVP race. Last year, they were in go-karts. The year before that, they were in NASCAR, I think. Mark, I don't know if you remember that far, but I think it was NASCARs. And then last year they were in go-karts. This year, it's the Top Gun edition, and it looks pretty funny. And Top Gun off of the feature of the film Top Gun. What do you talk about the off season? We talk about a lot. Yeah. As a matter of fact, we have some more fun on the off season than we do because it's all predicted. And we're already behind. We are already behind. I usually start talking off season stuff roughly around this time. Because what are we? We're Dynasty. Michael, if you don't know what Dynasty Leagues is, I suggest you get yourself in one. They're really fun. You know how you're playing Madden franchise mode with the Falcons, right? Take that, real life, but with fantasy players. You have draft picks, you have a roster, you only cut a certain amount depending on your league settings, and you carry that entire roster to the next season. It's really fun. I built up my season, my team now for the last 3 years, and now they're in the time where most of them are the alphas.
Your cheat code team. I mean, just your 3 quarterbacks are amazing, and your defense.
Believe it or not, I lost the last 3 weeks by stupid little things.
It's probably because you couldn't play Justin Fields because he was probably getting you 40 points on your Texas
squad. Josh Allen with his arm, so it wasn't as graceful. And then
Dak is coming back still. It's taking time for him to come back.
I couldn't afford to upgrade Justin into the lineup, but next season, man, I'm not having that problem at all.
You don't have a problem with who you're going to pick. That's what your problem's going to be.
Sad thing is Falcons franchise file was corrupted.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. I know you had Felipe Franks going too, man. All right. So, yeah. I suggest getting into a Dynasty League. Better yet, a Dynasty IDP League. So, those are fun. Okay. Let's get into Gridiron Heights, and then we'll call it a show. So again, this week it is called MVP race. Top Gun edition. Let me know if you can't hear it, but it should be good.
You're good.
You gotta be kidding me. All right, pilots, bring it in. I retired from the MVP race of my own accord.
Oh, okay.
So you were clearly forced out. Anyway, I'll be your eye in the sky, and this is your flight path. Do you understand?
The 22 MVP race guide, according to Aaron Rodgers, says don't talk about the MVP race. Be a quarterback. Never admit to the media that you care about the individual awards. Must play on the good team, but not so good that they think they're not valuable. Maintain altitude of 10 wins or more. And the last one, be a quarterback. So the starting lineup is you go through a sharp turn over here around Hikes Peak, and then you press row, and then to the finish line. So that looks like that's Aaron Rodgers' MVP race guide. So let's continue on with this.
Anyway, I'll be your eye in the sky, and this is your flight path. Do you understand?
Looks all right to me. Or should I say all left? Tongue of law.
Remind me, Hertz. Who's the only undefeated pilot left?
I was ordered to stand down by my superior commanders, and I actually follow protocol.
This year, it's an airplane race.
Clear for takeoff. 3, 2, 1.
So that's the Gridiron Heights. This year's an airplane race. Like I said, last year they had go-karts. And then it was just like Patrick Mahomes said, this year it's an airplane race. All right. So here we got, I don't know who this is in that one. You got Jalen Hurts in a jet. Josh Allen, a helicopter.
That's Tua.
Tua right here. Then you got Joe Burrow. And not sure who these are. So we'll see what we have.
What? Let's put a little more air under it. I'm not sure we can keep this up.
Why does everyone keep saying that to me?
An OG playing for me, the original gangster Kirk Cousins. This is so easy.
He was carried by JJ. This is so easy. All right, Josh Allen.
That's great.
Jetstream.
I'm just mashing buttons.
Gino, is that a glider?
Yes, indeed.
You know it can only go so far, right?
I know.
So great.
He says the Jets streak.
Oh no, it's the Jetstream.
I'm just mashing buttons.
Gino, is that a glider?
Yes, indeed.
You know it can only go so far, right?
I know.
Coach, we're almost out of field. Do you receive me?
What that say?
So far, right?
I know.
Low fuel, anti-sack flares, compass run option, ground game control. All right.
That's
Coach, we're
Say what?
That's creative. I mean, I like that.
Yeah. There's always little Easter eggs in all these, and this is why I pause it, rewind it, watch it again. Like it's all right, but that way we all see what it is.
Only go so far. I know.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
You know it can only go so far, right?
I know.
Coach, we're almost out of field. Do you receive me? Does anyone receive me?
Where did that come from?
Blindside blitz. Goodbye, frog man. Don't worry, folks. We have taken out the defender. Joe Cool here. Who's the visibility? Need to read here. 1 second.
Okay, so there's a mountain coming up.
Fly, Eagles, fly!
Don't make any stupid mistakes, Josh. No, come on. Do something reckless. That sounds fun. Barrel rolling. How is this guy still flying under the radar? They're approaching the final turn along press.
How's this?
Tua's still not on radar. Press row, very unfair conditions. Really should attack both sides and watch out for the softballs.
Oh,
I don't get that one. I don't get the last one. But we'll continue. Well, I just rewound it.
Flying under the radar. They're approaching the final turn along press row. And Tua surpasses Hurts.
Just like at the academy.
Woo!
Should this band say out on the
No, they're not
University
gonna
of
do that.
Alabama.
They're gonna do the volleyball montage with him at
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah, University of Alabama volleyball courts.
Oh
my gosh. Roll Tide 24/7 on the sign there. Horrible. That is horrible.
Sports. Not again. With that speed, they'll never be able to survive the pressure. J-Force is too much.
Versus Whitecap is easier.
Can Mahomes do it without Tyree?
I still don't think 2 is that good.
I can win MVP. I have won MVP.
I can win MVP.
Look out, look out, look out!
Oh, that's great.
No.
Just avoid any unforced errors. It's like we always say. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few tables. Uh-oh, snow.
Such
Better
a
move
Buffalo.
to Detroit for a week. Jakes.
Such a Buffalo thing.
That's so good. Oh,
That was a good
man.
one. That was a good one.
That was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Justin Jefferson carrying Kirk Cousins was so good.
This is so easy. All right, guys. I will not be on tomorrow, as everybody can see, and a good reason why. Usually I just go Thursdays, but tomorrow there's gonna be games all damn day, starting my time 10:30 here. So
I'm gonna wake up and literally have a game on already.
yeah, it's great. It's great. Over there, what you guys gonna be in the afternoon? So you guys all have all morning to prep. But yeah. So 10:30 tomorrow, and then 2:30, and then 6:20. So I literally get to watch football all damn day. I may or may not switch from my Josh Allen jersey to my Micah Parsons jersey. Why not?
I got a Micah Parsons jersey just for tomorrow.
Did you really? Which
the
one
all
you
black
get?
one, the all black one with the gold
Oh,
outline. Yeah,
okay.
I got it just for tomorrow.
Okay, nice. I got the gray one, the one the off-brand one. No, like you don't see anybody in the gray one. I'm like, I like the gray one.
That's why I got gray Justin Fields and
Yeah.
There,
It's
so.
everyone focuses on the main colors, but I like the gray. I like the gray. It's different.
It's really good. So I'm going to enjoy wearing it. I'm going to enjoy eating as much turkey as I can. I'm going to enjoy falling asleep. 12:30 for me.
12:30. Yeah.
That means you'll be awake, Mark. That's amazing.
Yeah, Mark is gonna be awake. And once he gets situated, I think he said he might be ready to go by next week or something. If not, dude, at least you gave me a timeline. Me and Brian were talking about this. I was like, he hasn't told me anything, so
I'll just keep on. As soon as I get off of work, I was gonna jump in.
Yeah. So, but from here on now, we're gonna do something different. I know usually Tuesdays. Last season, I did that IDP waiver wire show on Dynasty Pylon, and there was never homework or a quiz or anything stupid that day. Last season, this year it's different. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna jump in on Brian's. So guys, it'll still be here. And it'll still be on the Nerd Huddle, but it's gonna be more Chicago focused. All right, guys. I'll still do what I needed to do with the IDP. For those who do IDP, like individual defensive players, we'll still talk about that at the end of Brian's Chicago Bears show. So
we really talk about the Bears game for like the first 20 minutes, and then we get into waiver wires, and then we're gonna pretty much go into IDP right after that. So 20 minutes will be Bears focused. I'll always have my Bears jersey, but we're going to still have a lot of fantasy football things, waiver wire, IDP people, players. So we're going to have all of that on Tuesdays.
Just the schedules and everything. I know yesterday you just went for 30 minutes. So
yeah.
The schedules Tuesdays is just like I just there's something always coming up that I can never prep for it. Thumbnails, the stats, and everything. Brian's just gonna help me. I'll just jump on with him, and we'll just it's But other than that, though, we will be back Sunday. So it's going to be a hiatus a little bit, I guess, of nothing. Are you guys even doing anything tomorrow? Are you still doing your Spoiler Kings?
Yeah, so we're going to go Friday. I think actually we might do our giveaway because we are now at 515 subscribers.
Yeah, that gauntlet, bro.
So I think we'll do our giveaway on Friday.
Yeah, I put in for that one. That's a nice gauntlet. So I'm trying to get that. But we'll see what happens.
It's inevitable, guys.
It's a nice. And the fingers and everything move too, right? Well, yep. I mean, you have it packaged up, right? Okay.
And it lights up. All the jewels go in. It makes sounds. So if you're interested in it, go on the Spoiler Kings right now.
Spoiler Kings are down below in the description down there below. Also, guys, look, I know we won't be on during the week until Sunday, but if you guys ask me something on Discord, I will try and get to it. And I'm trying to force these guys to help me out in there as well. Because you need to stop talking on Facebook, man.
I can't.
Nobody uses Facebook.
Except me. I'm the only one, the old man in the group, like AOL.com.
Stop being or else we're gonna give all the scrolls to you. You don't want the scrolls.
I don't want the scrolls. I don't bringing up Todd Sauerbrunn every time I can. I don't need that.
All right, but yeah. Also, I figured out how I could do the hard knock is it Hard Knocks or am I thinking of the old one?
Hard Knocks during the season.
Yeah, what was I thinking? I was thinking of the old. I called it something else 2 weeks ago. I'm still thinking of that name. It was the old before they went to HBO. Yeah. I figured it out. It took me a little bit, but I figured it out. I will be doing Hard Knocks on the Discord.
That's smart.
Yeah, I figured the laggy issue kind of. It was just a hectic. I couldn't figure out the sound with the lag. Derpy actually was in there last night and caught me trying to figure it out. We'll be doing the Hard Knocks hopefully Wednesday nights, maybe.
That sounds good. And guess what? We can see Kyler Murray probably playing Call of Duty because he's not going to be studying. He's gonna be that guy who had to put the playbook up, and behind it is like a iPad where he's playing. It's connected to his PS5. He said they're playing Call of Duty.
Braden probably getting tired of that joke, as much as I'm getting tired of Braden's joking tall receivers joke. I'm like, all right, dude. He's probably getting tired of that one, but that's because he's a Cardinals fan. But anyways,
don't blame me. Blame Kyler Murray, and blame Sony.
Hey, Trace McSorley might play this week.
Wow.
Michael, you have a Trace McSorley freaking jersey. Michael has a Trace McSorley jersey. Yeah, he when he first came here, he told us that. So,
I think he's going to play. He's a riser on the quarterbacks. Looking up the waiver wire, he's rising up the list.
I'm not putting him in. I need to see it first. But anyways,
yeah, no, you put him in. That means you have a bad week. There's nothing you can do about it. You going to see what happens. Try some stuff.
Yeah, but other than that, though, all right, man. I will see you Sunday as we talk the rest of the Sunday games and bright and early, whatever. So, anything else?
I'll see you guys on Friday for us, and then Sunday morning, ready for some more football.
All right, guys. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. This Dynasty Pylon Show. That's Brian. I'm Martin, and we will see you guys Sunday. Good luck tomorrow, and have fun with your family. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. I know it happens in families. It happens, but again, I've said this before. Be nice to everybody because you never know. They might be having a bad day, and they just might take it out on you.
Use bourbon.
Yes. All right, guys. Later.
See you.
Getting hyped when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate.